Welcome to Rebellious Wellness KPIs. Let's get curious about what your body and mind are really saying. Time to dive in, have fun, and explore the possibilities. If you don't understand the difference between how your shoulder joint and your shoulder blades move, then it is very likely that you're training the wrong thing, as a result of which your shoulder, neck, and then everything else will pay for it. In today's Rebellious Wellness KPI, we will talk about something that is so commonly missed, and that is your shoulder blade or your scapula mobility. Let's review all the ways in which the scapula moves. Why is scapular movement important? Because it provides stability to facilitate movement. And if it's not there, I see that in a lot of everyday people because of poor posture, as well as in a lot of athletes who are starting to have shoulder issues, neck issues, kind of like onto the outside of the arm issues, because something is not firing up properly. So I'm going to turn around and let's talk about the first couple of ways in which the shoulder blades move. And that is, I'm going to shrug my shoulders and I want the shoulder blade to come up. And then I'm going to relax my shoulders down and I want my shoulder blades to move down. Now, as that happens, what I don't want to see is now my neck is compensating, or my head is pushed forward, or you're bracing. You should be able to just nice and leisurely do that, and it should actually feel good, okay? Up and down. Now, as it comes down, what you don't want is the ribs poking, shortening your low back, again, tension into the body. You want to be able to facilitate the movement up and down without creating tension into the body. Now, let's talk about protraction and retraction. So this time I'm going to take my arms about parallel to the floor, and now I'm going to move them slightly forward so my shoulder blades will kind of like hug around me, and then they'll move back. So when my arms go forward, what I don't want is, once again, I don't want to collapse. I don't want to grip into my chest, very frequently seen. I want to be able to facilitate the movement of only the shoulder blade. Now, as I go back, we don't want ribs popping, posture changing, head tilting. What we also do not want, very importantly, we don't want that shoulder blade, we call it winging. We don't want that shoulder blade to just kind of hang out. And we have become very much of a society of winging it out because of poor posture. So you want to be able to create stability into the shoulder blade as you move. And if, for example, for most people, you have one side that wings out more, what you want to do is you can take one hand onto the ribs and you're going to gently put pressure. So as it goes back and forth, that feels so good. You want that to be stable. No tension into the neck. So here, what might happen is something like neck tension. You might feel a lot of athletes have that. I'm trying to, if you guys can see how much this muscle tensed up, it does not feel good at all. You want all those muscles to participate, but what you want is balance between how they're participating versus somebody is grabbing and overworking because somebody else is not. Now, the other very important movement for the shoulder blade is we want to have upward rotation. So when the arms come up, what's supposed to happen is, as the arm comes up, the shoulder blade glides onto the rib cage. So right now, the bottom of the shoulder blade is going to come around and move up, again, without creating tension into the neck, without collapsing and rounding my upper back, with simply being able to, so shoulder blade slides around the rib cage and moves up, and then it returns back down to its position without winging out. So you can see how we have mobility and stability playing together. And you're supposed to manage that, especially if you're going to do crazy shoulder work, heavy weights, any of that crazy stuff. All of this is so foundational, and it's going to protect your shoulder. It's going to protect your neck. And like I said before, when those are off, a dysfunction in one place turns into a dysfunction everywhere. Shoulder blade mobility is excruciatingly critical. I can't even tell you how important it is for how we move, for how we age, for how we feel, and it takes care of that shoulder. So if you think about being here, now we're moving from the shoulder joint. This is within the shoulder socket. The shoulder blade is pretty stable. Can you stabilize it? Or is your shoulder like poking in and out, in and out? Is any of this happening? Are you tensing the neck? What's happening into your body? Are you able to move and keep stable? Stay strong, stay rebellious, and I will see you next time.